What's going on, everyone? Black Scarab here. I'm gonna give you this month's video of how to reach legend. I do this every single month. The best decks to reach legend. So not much has changed since the nerfs. Is still a diverse meta. Pretty much every class has one or two viable decks, tier 1, tier 2, that will get you to legend. I finally reached legend today, and man, let me tell you, it was a struggle. It usually doesn't take me 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks or 2 weeks in a day. July 15. I usually get legend between a week, since we start in at rank 4, get to legend, couple games, 40, 50 games. But man, let me tell you, I have struggled this month reaching legend because the meta is so diverse. It's hard to beat everything. As of right now, there is not one deck that can truly dominate everything. My opinion would be Odd Rogue. The thing is, it really struggles with aggro. But Odd Rogue in general, whether it's Odd Rogue or Miracle Rogue, I feel can beat the entire meta. As long as you don't queue up against Aggro Mage or Odd Paladin, you're in good shape. But man, the struggle is real this month. I have never struggled like this in my entire Hearthstone career. Like, this is unreal. 15 days to get legend. The meta is so diverse, it's hard to counter everything, and a lot of things counter you. There isn't that one OP deck anymore. It was even Paladin, but they nerfed it. I got to legend so easily with even Paladin, it was a joke. Just play Call to Arms, right? There isn't that OP deck right now that will get you to legend. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but this season, it was definitely hard to get to legend, at least for me. I don't know about you guys. So pretty much, top 3 decks to get to legend, very fast, very easily. Odd Paladin. Best aggro deck right now, in terms of just having a lot of minions on the board. This deck really just speaks for itself. You keep playing minions. Against control, you want to keep Blessings of Might. Against aggro, you want to keep Righteous Protector. And you just flood the board, you keep putting on Silverhand Recruits after Silverhand Recruits. And having Corridor Creeper in your opening hand definitely increases your win rate. Keep as many 1-drops, obviously. Always hero power as much as you can. 2 mana, 2/2 every turn is a lot for your opponent to deal with. And the deck just really explains itself. It's a really good deck. It's just a lot of pressure, and then you have win more cards, Fungomancer, Level Up, Stormwind, Raid Leader, who would ever thought that these cards would see play, After every expansion, you just realize never dust anything because it could come back to life next expansion, I never thought Hadronox would see play. I never thought Raid Leader or Stormwind Champion would see play. You always keep your cards, never dust them because they could be used next expansion. So I feel like this deck can easily get you to legend. It's a fast-paced deck. Your games are very fast. I would say the deck's weakness is probably Druid. They just gain too much armor, and if they Wild Growth, Nourish, Oak Heart, it's too many taunts, you just concede. I feel like Druid really fucks this deck up. But other than that, this deck can easily get you to legend. I have a YouTube video that shows me winning like almost 10 games straight with this deck. This is the deck list that I use. I'm going to have it in the description below. All the deck codes, always in the description, always in the comments. I pinned them. So if you don't see it clearly here, just copy the deck code. So Odd Paladin, number 1. Number 2, we have Miracle Rogue. Yes. I use Sprint instead of Auctioneer. I feel like Sprint is a lot better, especially with prep. You play Sprint after you play Strider, you're going to get a lot of spiders out. This deck is beautiful. Hench Clan Thug, absolutely OP. In my opinion, one of the best 5 cards of this expansion. Hench Clan Thug is definitely OP. I knew it was going to be broken, but not this broken. Simply because it's hard for your opponent to deal with 4 health early in the game. It's just that simple. On turn 3, you have 4/4 worth of stats. they can't answer it, you keep snowballing. I mean, this card is just OP. Right now, there's a lot of control. This is probably the most control meta ever. And Miracle Rogue has always been traditionally known to do good against control, struggle against aggro. As traditionally Rogue has struggled against aggro, but always been good against control. It's a control meta. Play Miracle Rogue, you will win. This struggles against odd paladin. If you don't get backstab and fan of knives, just concede. They're going to keep flooding the board with Silverhand Recruits. They're going to play Fungal Mancer, win more cards, level up. Against odd paladin, if you don't get fan of knives, just concede. Other than that, this deck is absolutely broken in the current meta, simply because there's a lot of control. Hench Clan Thug does really good against control. Strider, the best 4-drop right now in my opinion, does absolutely good in control. Cold Blood, a broken card against control. And they play big minions, you just kill it with Slayer, go face, finish it off with Shadow Step, Leroy. Miracle Rogue is one of the oldest decks, you guys know how it's done. I rather prefer Sprint than Auctioneer for sure. Last deck that I prefer to get to Legend, Odd Rogue. In my opinion, one of the best decks in the game. Definitely tier 1. I've gotten to Legend with this deck. The deck is just broken, what can I say? I mean, I've tweaked it a little. I've put Hallucination. Hallucination is good for a couple of things. One, it costs 1. So that means it activates your combo cards really easy. 2, it's a Discover card. Discover, in my opinion, is the most broken mechanic simply because it can help you in any situation, whether you're against aggro, against control, against combo, against slow decks, fast decks. Discover is a broken mechanic. It helps you in any situation. 3, you get a card. Your opponent doesn't know what you got. I've gotten Savage Roar from this, surprised him with lethal. I've gotten Siphon Soul, killed their Doom Guard when I was going to lose. Hallucination has definitely helped me win games. I don't know what I took out, but this is not the HS replay deck. This is the deck I've made up. I've gotten to Legend with this. I've gotten on a 8 game winning streak with this. I put in Hallucinations. I put in Captain Greenskin. They don't expect Greenskin. Greenskin is really good in this deck. Making your 2/2 weapon a 3/3 weapon. Really broken in my opinion. So the only difference is Hallucination and Captain Greenskin is got me to Legend. Here's the proof. Yes, it's taken me a while, but I finally got to Legend with Odd Rogue. Turn 1, you just play a 1-drop. Turn 2, you always hero power. Turn 3, hopefully Hench Clan Thug, you got a 4/4. Turn 4 is kind of the odd turn because not much to do. Hopefully you get a 3-drop and a 1-drop. Turn 5, you go crazy. You have a very diverse 5-mana slot with Greenskin helping you with the weapon, Scale Bane helping you if you have 1 minion, Fungal Mancer helping you if you have 2 minions, Slayer just killing their big taunts, Leroy as a finisher. So it's a very diverse 5-mana slot. Can help you in a lot of situations. But obviously the main win condition is the hero power against aggro, specifically Zoo. There's a lot of Zoo right now, whether it's regular Zoo or heal Zoo. Odd Rogue does really good against Zoo because the hero power just kills a lot of their shit like Flame Imp, Firefly, Voodoo Doctor. Yes, you're taking a lot of damage, but against aggro, it's more about board control. HP, life doesn't really matter. It's all about board control. The one that has the most minions on the board wins the game. You could have 10 health left. It doesn't matter. It's all about board control. So yes, you're taking a lot of damage, hitting their Flame Imp, hitting their Firefly, hitting their Voodoo Doctor, but you don't lose a card. You're just hero powering and you're taking damage, clearing their card. So it's a +1 for you, you know. If I hero power, kill their Flame Imp, it's a -1, +1 for me, whatever you guys call it, you know. In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's +1 when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. So it's a +1 advantage for you because you killed their card for free. You just took damage. You didn't actually use a card. So this deck does really good against Zoo. There's a lot of zoo right now. You know, it's a popular unicorn deck that just popped out of nowhere. It's a tier 1 deck. A lot of people are using it to get to legend. Odd Rogue does good against it. They struggle against Odd Rogue simply because the hero power. Against control, you have Cold Blood. Cold Blood, in my opinion, one of the best spells in the game. 1 mana, deal 4. Let's say you play Argent Squire, okay? They skip a turn. Next turn, either coin or play another 1-drop, and then you Cold Blood. You now have a 5/1 Divine Shield. You keep going face. I have won so many games against control with this combo. Argent Squire and Cold Blood together is just nasty. You have a 5/1 Divine Shield. It's hard for them to deal with it because they have to go through the Divine Shield first, and then they're going to take 5 damage again. It's essentially 1 mana, deal 8. It's a Ragnaros for 1 mana. I have won so many games because of early Cold Bloods against control. It's just that good. Cold Blood is just broken. Once again, Henge Clan Thug. It's going to be in every single rogue deck until it rotates out. It's absolutely broken. One of the best 3-drops in the game right now. Another good card against control. Vicious Fledgling. Another excellent card against control. If they don't have an answer, you get Wind Fury, you get Stealth. You keep buffing it. It's broken. And the rest is self-explanatory, you know. Vile Spine Slayer, good against big minions. Particularly Taunts with Taunt Druid. So I got to legend with this deck. And it's a very diverse mana, but man, it's hard to beat everything because it's so diverse. So those are the top 3 decks that I suggest to get to legend. Odd Rogue, Miracle Rogue, and Odd Paladin. Those 3 decks I play relatively well with. I have YouTube videos on all of them. I've gotten long win streaks on all of them. So I suggest you play those decks if you're struggling to get to legend like I was. And that's it, you know. Save up for the expansion. I have almost 11,000 just from playing every day. Expansion coming soon. Save up. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait to try all the new decks. And we'll see you guys next month. Peace and love.